is an expression of yourself. It's one of the most nurturing and loving actions that you can have for loved ones. And the way that you, let's say, transmit this to the food is, she says it through the warmth of your hand. So she says, like, if you have somebody that is, say, stressed or sad or whatnot, cooking a recipe, the recipe will be okay, but it won't be extraordinary like the cooking of grandma, right? That we always taste, and it's just so incredible, and it's usually very simple ingredients. So when you do it with love, that energy is transcend into the beautiful food that we prepare. So that is, I would say, my like number one north when I think of food, is that beautiful action of nurturing, of bringing people together in a space of joy, of peace, of laughter, and it's just something that I live for. I can't get enough of it. I would never do anything else that is not cooking, and I feel that it's just my calling, and I have seen this feeling and thought very clear unfold in my life, especially in the last 3 years being at Christopher's. It's been something that truly I cannot put it into words to really kind of like break down all the elements that came together for me to be able to be there, and to see the seeds that I've slowly but surely planted and see them how they're blooming now. It's unbelievable. It's just surreal, and I live that space. I live in that space of gratitude on a daily, and to hear every time I go somewhere where Christopher's Kitchen is in the conversation, I always hear that gratitude, that like, wow, that place is amazing, this is awesome, I'm so glad that you're there and that you're doing what you're doing for this beautiful place. And it's like I wouldn't trade being at Christopher's Kitchen for any other let's say culinary fine dining or successful route, because Christopher's Kitchen leaves plant seeds in our guests, and that is something that I see it every day, every week, every month. I see the gratitude, and I think that's what the world needs, is just us expressing love, sharing love, and trying to help one another with what we love to do. So it's just, I would like to begin with that. I'll share just briefly my path. I moved to the US when I was 15. I began cooking at that age, just learning a little bit of everything. I wanted to be this successful Michelin chef for a long time. I dreamt of going to Europe and working for the best chefs. Then I had an epiphany. In 2014, God placed in my heart the certainty that the world does not need more 3 Michelin chefs or James Beard Award chefs. It needs healers, it needs helpers, it needs compassion, empathy, love, goodness. Just, it needs it. So I was just reignited with what I already loved to do with my entire heart, which was cooking, knowing that I would now do it for a very special purpose, for a purpose that really transcends society or the system or whatnot. So in that moment, I shifted my focus. I began working in this beautiful restaurant in Miami. It's called Green G Lifestyle. It's a juice bar in Midtown, and that was my first steps in the vegan world. Amazing experience, a lot of growth, a lot of understanding. I went to Plant Miami after that. Great experience. Chef Horacio at the time, he had just transitioned from Matthew Kenning being there. He transitioned to another operation, so I guess like the foundations of my vegan cuisine were there in this awesome, amazing restaurant that does incredible food, and they have a beautiful farm and they do these incredible things. So that was like, all right, this world of plants and the transformation that you can impart in these plants is so incredible, it's so infinite, that like I see that the world is how they say, the world is my oyster. The amount of things that we can develop as chefs with the humble plants is unbelievable. Like, truly, to see the alchemy of it, the evolution of it. To take a mushroom, for example. I'm obsessed with mushrooms. Richard, the owner, tells me all the time. I know. The mushrooms are incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Exquisite. And
Do you buy from him?
I bought a couple times, but I want to get to purchase more. I just have, it's a little bit complex when it comes to volumes. So I think we'll for sure get there.
Good.
So taking a product and dedicating hours to it, to then have a result of an exquisite dish, a dish that is like, wow, just explodes in your mouth, umami, savory, whatever recipe that you're doing is I think very unlike the regular animal-based cooking. I think it's different. You have a relationship with the vegetable. You have a relationship and a friendship with that ingredient, and it becomes like a story. Like, all right, for example, I have recipes with mushrooms that I'll cook them for 12 hours, for example, in different preparations, and then the result is like, wow, all right, this is delicious. And it was that effort, that love, that care that you place into the food that gives you that result. And then my cooks, they'll make fun of me. They're like, Harvey, how many more steps are you gonna do to that recipe? Just like, let it be. Just label it, put it in the walk-in cooler, and don't do more things to it. So that I think is one of the most beautiful things for a plant-based chef to be able to do and utilize. And then going back to my path, my journey. After Plant Miami, I had the privilege to work in New York for two great chefs that gave me great tools and reiterated my focus of focusing on my purpose. It was a great experience. It was an incredible opportunity that gave me a lot, but brought me back to here, to Florida, with a dialed-in focus on wellness through food. I had the privilege to study at the Institute of Integrative Nutrition in New York, and there, obviously, a great experience, a great nourishing, context of knowledge, and great connoisseurs of the world of wellness. Really inspired me and complemented my love for cooking. I had already a great love and appreciation and gratitude for health through food. My mom passed through a very challenging breast cancer in 2015, and in this time I had the privilege to know of the Gerson therapy in California. So it was just perfectly placed in my life, in my heart, by God. I shared it with my mom, and she just saw the blessings in an incredible way during her time going through this challenge, through this lesson, I would say. And that was this space that I began to be dedicating time and effort to learning and surrounding myself with this world of healing through health, healing through food, truly seeing the testimonies and seeing the incredible results of the people that were going through an illness and healing in a beautiful, natural, holistic way, which is the only medicine, right? It's not alternative medicine, it's the medicine. This other Western business is the alternative lie. So we are blessed to have these tools that, we have in our hearts. We all have these beautiful purposes. We are all here with a profound purpose for a reason, to connect and share our heart to do something beautiful for this incredible earth, right? It's what else could we ask for? What? It's we have the privilege. I had this conversation many times in my life. I have a great appreciation for the cosmos. I'm not a connoisseur at all. I don't know much of it. I know the scales, and I see the videos that they post about the scale of the universe. And I think about this. We are in this perfectly beautiful designed ship, right? That has all the tools and all the blessings that we need to house life as we know it. That is protected. I didn't know this, I learned it recently. It's protected by Jupiter. If Jupiter wasn't there, we would be struck by meteorites, for example. I didn't know that. And I was like, wow, okay, just that profound aspect that is unbelievable is present there. That's just one example, right? I'm just like, and then we're in this paradise that offers all the blessings that we could ever experience, ever expect and want to give us the best life. We have all these beautiful creatures that live next to us, all the beautiful dogs and animals, and they're just love, right? They exist in love, and they complement our lives, and they give us so much joy. And then we have the privilege to experience love, to have the conscience to say, I am feeling love, and tell somebody else, I love you. Nah, like, that's it. What else? What? How could that be? And then it's like, all right, I surrender, I receive it, and let me be a tool for the love that placed me here for his purpose, for the purpose of this beautiful world, and to make it a better place. So that's like the biggest thing. That's like my north. That's like going back to what my mom talks about, the warmth of your hand in the food. That's like the purpose. That's everything, right? It's like anything else that is not love, that is not in the vibration of love, which is the highest vibration, is like trying to reach there, or trying to counteract it, right? Whatever it is, sadness or fear, especially guilt and all these other things. So now connecting to where I am right now, in Christopher's kitchen, that is this perfect oasis of wellness and legacy. Like Tom was sharing, 14 years has been blessing others through its food, through its purpose, through its true mission and philosophy. I believe that we're beginning something very special there. I believe that the way that I've been blessed and honored to share medical medium guidance with this restaurant is my number one purpose of my life. It is my number one. It is literally defined and tangibly, explicitly described as Harvey has to cook medical medium food and share it with the world in Christopher's kitchen. Boom. so that is thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Angel.
So one of the takeaways is the very first ingredient in every dish you make.
Yes.
Is love.
Yes, sir. Yes. In essence, yes. Thank you.
How did you find out about medical medium? How long have you been following?
So, my mom, after my mom's experience, I was very, very open to learning and expanding the little knowledge that I had.
Sure.
I saw the documentary Heal in Netflix years ago, and I was like, wow, this is interesting. Out of all the speakers, I really resonated with Anthony, and I was very interested in what he had to share and teach. So I began with the Celery Juice book. I was mesmerized, and my consciousness was expanded reading all that celery is, and I began with that. I began sharing it with my parents, with my family. I became a celery juice enthusiast and began just living it. And after experiencing the incredible blessings of it, I really was like very hungry for more of his knowledge. So I bought all his books and began using them as like encyclopedias. Like I share with my family. Like my father has gone through, unfortunately, psoriasis, so I've had to like really try to help his subconscious, really, because that fear is embedded in his mind through Western medicine. And I say, no, that it's not an autoimmune disease, it's presence of heavy metals in your liver, you have to detox them, you have to give up eggs, you have to do this, that. So that beautiful synergy with my family has been really building my faith and my appreciation for Anthony Williams' teachings. And I would say that was 2022, I brought this information to the owner of Christopher's. And that was when I because he was very interested and grateful that I was so immersed in the world of wellness. And he felt that it was a great asset by me being a chef, having that also. And when I presented him with the information of Anthony, he was like, and I was sharing with you, he was like, all right, wait a minute. So he's not a medical doctor, he's not a nutritionist, he's not a dietitian. How are you expecting me to believe it, right? And he's like this, classic, old school, matter-of-fact lawyer that, just give him the square. Don't give him, an ellipse or whatever. And then he began to experience it. He began his celery juice experience, and he's like, I like this celery juice. All right, I feel good. Like, all right. So he became a celery juice enthusiast as well. He has done 369 cleanse, and he absolutely loved it. He did it actually recently. Took him all this time to really invest his heart and mind into it. And he gave me green light a year ago, literally. He said, all right, Harvey, I'm in. I feel this as an incredible horizon. What do you propose? I said, okay, Mr. Richard, these are the non-foods, these are the troublemaking foods. I want you to remove them all from the restaurant. He said, soy? How are we going to remove soy?
Oh my God.
It's in our pad thai. It's in our kung pao beets. It's in our sushi rolls. I said, I don't know yet, but we're going to reach. We're going to do it. We're going to make it happen. So it's been this amazing process of just development of recipes that are unbelievable. I'm telling you guys, recipes that are just like, they're downloads. I say it's downloads all the time. It's like, all right, I got this idea. It's a download from God. He's like giving me the insight of just like what to do.
Oh my God.
So you're saying, besides the new recipes you brought on
Yes.
the menu, the old tried and true recipes that they're famous for, you've cleaned them up.
So I am in the process of it. I began with nutritional yeast. Removed that literally a year ago. That was the first
Yay.
quick, out of here. Then I began with corn. So I removed the corn chips that we used to have for our nachos.
Yep.
Now we have these awesome cassava chips, the siete chips.
Owned by
They're
Pepsi.
so good.
Owned by Pepsi.
Unfortunately, I know.
No.
I'm so sad.
No, they're out.
Hopefully they stay true. I mean,
Yeah.
no, stay true. They respect the truth.
They were acquired recently by Pepsi.
Yeah.
Yes, they have. But Trader Joe's has a way less expensive cassava flour chip.
Oh, do they? Nice.
Trader Joe's.
Good to know. And we know those are not going to be.
I don't remember what
Effective,
the oil
right?
is because I haven't been there in a long time. But
Okay. Hopefully it's avocado.
sorry, didn't derail you.
Is there such a thing as organic corn? Diane's asking, why not corn if it's organic?
So
It's a grain.
it's a grain, and the essence of the seed has been.
Corn
Just manipulated.
So viruses and bacteria that have been created in labs have been fed with certain things, and there's a list of order. And corn feeds negative infections. And you have the GMO aspect of it, and all the cross-contamination and the hybridization. But even if you get a pure corn and you have an infection, in this day and age with being bombarded by the chemtrails and all the other bacteria and super everything, it's not worth, if you're healing, you're trying to, come, it's not worth taking the risk of consuming that corn with everything else that's going on. And that's really like something that's even been more important in the last 5 years. So it's something like you would put in the category of like a salt where you can get away with it for a little bit, here, it may be unnoticeable, but at one day you may just completely drop off, and that could be enough to be like a trigger or to keep your chronic illness going without you knowing. So it's something like if it's not 100% a top 10, 9 out of 10 food, why consume?
Exactly.
But Anthony said that you can have wild corn though.
There you have it.
The wild corns are like different variations. But if we go to
in Peru,
a farm and buy corn, even though Bedner's down the road says it's organic, it's still probably
like wild corn that grows in like
Maybe in
weird
Brazil.
places,
in the Andes and stuff.
Yeah, not like in a row.
Right, not agriculturalized.
Yeah, row corn. Yeah, right.
At the raw part. Is it raw? It's
why
raw?
is salt, aka sodium, since it's a key element and it's a key element in our body, why is it so poo-poo, sodium, salt?
It limits the ability of the body to detox. It keeps water, and I know it disrupts the lymphatic system from draining, and I think it puts a burden in the liver and the kidneys. So I know it's an obstacle of healing, just like what Tom was saying. And Anthony teaches us there's feeling foods, there's healing foods, and then there's foods that literally create illness, and then they really are an obstacle when we're in that path of healing. I know he approves Celtic salt, sea salt in small amounts. His recipes have them, obviously, but not when we're doing the 369 cleanse. The 369 cleanse is no sodium, no radical fats, just detoxifying, healing foods. So I would say that's.
Your question was a very Walter question.
Hey, Walter.
So you said salt is like a beneficial mineral, and then you said salt, sodium. Those are two completely different things. So sodium is an electrolyte that's beneficial, but we get that from celery, and that
Lemons,
sodium has
fruit, everything's perfect in
has
perfect
been
balance.
the soil bacteria and fungi and all the microbes in the plant have all worked together to make that bioavailable for us. But when it's attached as salt in like a rock form, it's way less bioavailable to you just to pull that sodium off there.
It's a processed food, It's like every single thing in nature is in perfect harmony. This coconut water has the perfect balance of nitrogen, sodium, oxygen, carbon, potassium, or whatever. A banana too. Everything has sodium in it. Everything. So, but like Tom said, when it's structured in its whole food form, it's in perfect balance, and our body can absorb it. But when it's processed in very concentrated form, it throws everything else off. It dehydrates us from the inside out too.
And you'll get salt deposits, but the medical, like in the brain, you could have salt deposit or salt deposits. And the American Medical Association won't say that's accumulated salt. They'll blame it on something else, but you can get those accumulations. And the salt is worse when you take it as just salt in water. And it's harder to process as opposed to a little bit of salt in food. And you can get away with it if it's coming from other stuff.
When you say, are you talking table salt or sea salt?
Both.
Both.
Table salt's worse.
Table salt's way worse.
Well, yeah, I know.
sea salt is still guilty of not being beneficial if you're healthy, even though it's a trendy thing. It's they put sea salt in this and sea salt in that.
Cool.
It's
What
so
else?
I was gonna say it's so delicious. It's
It
the
is
only
delicious.
challenging aspect of
It
it.
is. It does make everything delicious.
Yeah. Yes.
What is the kitchen doing about alcohol?
Okay. So that's a great one. That's a great,
Good
that's
wine.
a great
Good wine.
question. Challenging one because in terms of profit for restaurants, alcohol sales are the most profitable sales because they involve almost zero labor. You just open a bottle and serve it and then earn, right? So we have had a great approach creating mocktails, great mocktails. We already had great ones, but we had the experience to create new ones and medical medium inspired ones. In a beautiful dinner we had, this was last June, we had our first medical medium dinner event at the restaurant. It was incredible. No words. It was extraordinary. It was a 7-course. We had a blueberry wine, exactly.
Can't forget about that.
Can't forget about that.
That's Shannon's daughter. They
She's
know her
adorable.
stuff.
I love her. Yes. She's a great fan of Christopher's as well. She loves the mac and cheese.
Yeah. 10 out of 10.
Nice. So we had that great experience with dinner, doing these mocktails and seeing the great response from the guests. Obviously, all the guests that booked these 2 dinners, they were all their hearts were open for medical medium, and they were enthusiasts or great fans. So that was, I guess, not the ideal reference. But I will tell you this, in terms of our recipes, there's certain recipes that have alcohol, from something as simple as vanilla, the vanilla extract, to utilizing wine in our cooking. We've been doing this evolution through by stages, by steps. I wish it would have been a little bit faster. Not to search for an excuse, but I wasn't supported with a sous chef. I didn't have a right-hand man for a year and a half. So a lot of things that I wanted to get done were a bit challenging because there's like a system that has to be in place and a development of recipe and the tasting of the owner and so forth. But to tangibly answer your question, we are removing all alcohol from our recipes in the next few months. So the next few months are very awesome, very interesting because there's like little breakthroughs that are happening. The alcohol, the corn will be completely out of the restaurant. We're removing vinegars this month, no more vinegars, which is very exciting. The only one that is challenging is we use whole grain mustard for one of our most popular dressings. So I gave it some thought, and I'm thinking of hydrating mustard seeds in citrus and then blending them and creating like our own mustard with citrus that I think it might work, but I don't know if I haven't done it yet. So hopefully it will work. And then the last one, which is our biggest one, we're removing soy in the next 2 to 3 months. So now alcohol, for the presence of alcohol in the restaurant, I think we will not be able to remove it because it is so fundamental for the revenue of the restaurant.
Right.
Without that wine revenue, there would be no
Right.
Christopher Kitchen.
And then you won't be emitting any kind of message to
Yeah,
anybody.
anything.
Because you're not going to exist.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So you kind of have to.
There you
Yeah.
go. Good analysis.
Yeah,
Yes.
stay in business.
Yes. It's that balance that we just try to find. Yes, guys. That event brings me to talking about that event. That event was a complete success.
Did you advertise it?
We
anywhere
advertised
on
it
the
in
website?
Instagram.
Oh,
We began advertising it. We began advertising it today, and like 4 days after, we were fully booked. We
Oh
had
my
32 spaces
Wow.
and booked.
Wow.
And that had never happened. like with what we do events, but we had never gotten a response that quickly.
It's a sign.
And I was like, what? And we hadn't posted the menu yet.
Wow.
Because usually when you post the menu, you're like, people will be like, okay, I'm there. We hadn't posted the menu. We're doing a 7-course medical medium inspired dinner. We brought an amazing guest chef. Her name is Karen Latif. She lives in Mexico, and she's been cooking medical medium for 10 years.
Oh
so
my
she's this sensei. I was just like taking notes. I'm like, all right, her, gotcha, all right. She led the way with many aspects of the dinner.
Wow.
So it was just this gathering of energy, of passion, of like love for medical medium. That, guys, the energy in those 2 dinners was unbelievable. Walking into that room, it was beautiful. It was just HARVEY is my name.
No,
Oh,
Karen.
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
Oh, Karen Latif.
Karen Latif.
Karen Latif, yes.
Latif.
She has a beautiful restaurant, wellness center in Puebla, Mexico. It's called Sibelia House.
Where in Mexico?
This is in Puebla.
Puebla. I think it might be one of the magical cities.
What are the magical cities?
Dog magical. Wow.
How do you spell her last name?
Her last name, I'll give it to you right
I
now.
don't know if we could follow
Maybe
her Instagram.
LATIS.
Absolutely.
And I'll have to start following Christopher then.
She actually does medical medium retreats in Mexico, guys. Really cool.
What?
Yes, really cool.
Tom.
Yeah.
All right, who's got her name?
Give it to you right now, guys. So the last name is spelled, so Karen with a K, K-A-R-E-N. Last name is L-E-T-A-Y-F.
Wow.
And then you'll see that her wellness restaurant there. So she was an amazing addition to this perfectly created space. And it was like, that was, I would say, like the cherry on the top for the owner. He said, all right, this is the future. Like, this response, I walked to him when he was talking to, I don't know who, he's like, we posted the dinner and you're booked. This is incredible. This is amazing. So he was so like fired up about it, so grateful for it, that like he's envisioning us doing many more medical medium inspired events.
Wow.
We want to
Is
do our
Instagram the only way you communicate? Or
so we do Instagram, and we also do email-based advertisement. If you want to share your email with me, I'll give it to the GM, and she'll place you in the e-blast. That way you can receive it there. So yes, guys, that was extraordinary.
Wow.
Then
Her
we
retreats
did-
are in Spanish.
Yes,
Okay.
Spanish, but she speaks English, so I'm sure she will host another one in English for sure. Absolutely, she will. She just began. Yes.
So you have your passion, your vision, your focus. You have these things that you're doing every month to make it more medical media friendly. What's even the most expansive vision that you personally have for what you want to bring in? Not even just for Christopher. Like, what's your personal vision for what you want?
Wow.
Are you not going to go
I
in
love
there,
it.
but like what comes to you right now to share something?
So I actually have it detailed to the last detail. I've been dreaming it for 11 years. It's not the time though. I've wanted to be the time before, but like Christopher's Kitchen it's beyond my master's degree. And my presence there is something that I want to, you know how life is all about like eras and like stages? I want to live this stage to the fullest. I don't want to ever, first I never want to lose contact with customers, never. I've told that to the owner many times. I dream of cooking and creating recipes for Christopher's when I'm 95.
Wow.
Just like, you know what I'm saying? Just like writing something and like creating something. Because that place is like no other restaurant in the world.
How about a book?
We want to do a book. We want to do a book.
Yes.
We've talked about it many times.
Yeah.
We want to do. We actually. Oh, another great news. I haven't forgotten about your question.
Don't forget. Okay, keep going.
So we just connected with Vimergy. We just began working directly with Vimergy. It's been in the works for a year. Karen Latif is friends with the vice president of the company. So we connected, he came to Christopher's, and this guy is amazing. He is just an incredible guy. And he was there, he knew of Christopher's, loved Christopher's, and began just like seeing the potential that we had and knowing, because they're so pure. That company is so amazing and so pure that they won't place their products just anywhere. They'll place them in places that they know that are for real, that are in the path of life for sure. So at first it was just having Vimergy at Christopher's, and I was like, that's it. I was like a little kid in Disney World. The owner's like, but why are you so excited? I'm like, you don't understand. This is next level stuff. This is the very best supplement company in the world. And then, this was like 4 months ago, Barry is his name. He reaches out to me and says, Harvey, I want to talk to you about our opportunity. I'm like, sure. He says, Harvey, how would you like to be the chef that develops recipes for Vimergy? And we create a synergy between Christopher's Kitchen and Vimergy.
Wow.
Interesting.
What?
They want to be
Like for mocktails or actually?
So we're gonna have
chaga.
we're gonna develop mocktails, smoothies, juices, savory dishes, desserts, anything that you can think of in the world of food is gonna be created between Christopher's Kitchen and Vimergy.
Wow.
Yes, guys.
That's amazing.
It's huge, guys.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
huge. Like,
Amazing.
So how would it be packaged and how would you buy it on Amazon?
so, and oh wow.
Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Bottom line, boom.
No, online.
So I don't, like, I'm sure there's gonna be a great like advertisement of these recipes through their website and their platforms, and in ours obviously. The idea, I have already 5 recipes that I'm working on, and they'll begin being advertised in the month of May.
For mocktails.
March. I'm doing compotes, I'm doing wild blueberry syrup,
Wow.
I'm doing carrot turmeric, carrot curcumin hummus. I'm doing, what's the other one? I'm doing a mushroom pate
So these are
with the chaga and reishi.
So this is food.
This is all, all
Oh, so it's dishes.
It's all dishes.
Is it like this? Like on the Vimergy website, every newsletter that Vimergy sends out, they have recipes on the end of the newsletter.
Exactly.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So if you sign up to be like a Vimergy person, whatever, I'm an affiliate member, you'll get their newsletter every few weeks, and it has recipes, and they're awesome. They're awesome.
They're amazing.
They're amazing.
Awesome.
So you're going to be the creator of all those recipes for the future?
So I will be the chef, because they have incredible creators of recipes, like just health enthusiasts or health coaches or just people that love to create recipes. They have them already. But I have the privilege to be the only chef that's gonna develop recipes.
Where is
That's
Vimergy located? Where's your
amazing.
corporate?
Here.
West Palm?
It's in Jacksonville, is it?
I thought it was like Coral Gables.
No.
Oh.
From Jacksonville, right? I think they ship it from. Yes.
Yeah.
Probably in Florida.
Yeah. I met the owners. They're wonderful people.
Yeah.
They love Christopher's. They're amazing.
Oh my gosh.
So
Congrats.
just another
That's
incredible,
huge.
and it's all. Thank you guys. Thank you.
See, your star is rising,
Thank you,
Harvey.
guys. Thank you so
You're
much.
bringing the name Harvey into the public light in a good way.
I love it.
That was on Harvey Weinstein.
Oof.
Sorry, you're redeeming the name.
There we go.
Redeeming the name.
Good.
Yeah,
So, yes, guys, and
it's amazing.
it's like unbelievable. Like to think that, as a chef, truly, from 1 to 10, 10 being Paul Bocuse, I am probably 0.5 in the scale of 1 to 10 in terms of what a chef is. But then God works in such incredible ways that He'll just use your heart, right? Not your talent or your incredible experience or resume. He'll use your heart as a tool for His glory. And that's like what's happening. Like first medical medium events a year ago, heavy metal detox in the menu, removing all these non-foods, and then comes Vimergy and proposes it to us.
Wow.
Guys, it's huge. It's unbelievable.
So
And
like you'll have Vimergy based products on the Christmas menu.
we're
also.
gonna. So my vision is to have every single recipe of the restaurant have Vimergy.
Wow.
From pico de gallo
Oh my god.
to our soups
Oh my god.
to everything. Everything will have Vimergy.
Just go there and that's your
There's your
immune
supplement.
system.
Right,
So you're gonna
exactly.
put the supplements in the food?
Yes, I'm gonna put the supplements in the food. We already received the tangible, like the chemical information or the appropriate use information from their scientific team. Certain supplements will lose certain values at
Right.
so we will, because we're just beginning, so we're going to only focus on highlighting, utilizing the supplements when in the space where you're gonna really nourish from them. That's why I say I have a vision of putting it in all the menu. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll reach half of the menu or whatever. But that's the idea, for us to fortify our menu with Vimergy. Yeah. So that's
Awesome.
beautiful horizon
Really
and just
Totally
very
awesome.
Are you
great.
gonna put supplements in the mac and cheese too, or?
I haven't thought
Turmeric
about
mac
it.
and cheese.
Turmeric mac and cheese,
Or
right there.
Chaga mac and cheese.
Chaga mac and cheese, exactly.
I feel like those two could really go in anything.
Those would be perfect. Yeah, true. That would be fine.
Turmeric would make it cheese looking
Yeah, it'll be yellow
Without the nutritional yeast.
without the nutritional use. Exactly.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. So now we know about Christopher's Meditation and then last NLA Catholic Gratitude.
Yes.
Do you
Amazing. Respect
know,
for them.
Yes.
I know.
Amazing.
Do you know any other chefs that are looking at this or other restaurants that are considering this too?
So I know of two other places. Actually, three. That one, the third one, recently went out of business. Unfortunately, it was in New Jersey. It was called Sesto
Oh, we
Market.
know Zesto.
Oh,
Yeah.
Joyce!
Yeah.
Oh, how is it?
Awesome.
Shannon
Shannon was a chef at Zesto.
Really?
yeah.
No. Oh, forget about it.
Too.
Okay, then I need to sit down and have a celery juice with your mom.
Zesto was huge.
Yeah, Zesto.
So what are the other places they look to?
So the other one is in Austria,
Austria. Hotel?
Health Hotel.
Yeah, okay.
Go,
They do
girl.
amazing things.
What's
She
it
knows
called?
it. She knows it.
Health Hotel.
Wow.
Okay.
So I think they are really like doing something very special because they're doing the fine cuisine aspect, which I think it's awesome because it really expands the reach of medical media. Because you know how food is a language, and the world of fine cuisine is such a sought after world. That's why the Michelin Guide exists and all these like races for the Michelin stars exist because people love all that. I'm not saying that that's the focus at all, but to elevate the incredible recipes and guidelines of Anthony into these beautiful creations, I think it's gonna open a space for the guest that was gonna go to per se is gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna go to Christopher's Kitchen because they have a tasting menu of medical medium. Mocktails, 7-course meal with Vimergy, you know what I'm saying? I think that is like the next breakthrough.
Wow.
Like there was a big breakthrough, with molecular cuisine, whatever, in the 90s, 80s, and it expanded into what the Spaniards did. All the breakthroughs that have happened in cuisine, tangibly in fine dining, have been amazing. But okay. So I believe that we're in the renaissance of health. This is something that I really wanted to like share. That I know we know. Right? We are in the renaissance of true health, of the real health. the health that is what the Creator wants us to be experiencing. True wellness, peace, nothing but true joy, right? That is more than happiness, it's joy. We're in that path. Like, I believe, for example, okay, Anthony William is Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo, right, at the same time. And then we're like the helpers, right? We're like the one that brings them the paint and the brush, and you know, he's creating all these incredible, transforming blessings that are creating a revolution, and we're honored to be in this era. How cool is that? Like, we could have heard about this in the history book that had happened 100 years ago. No, we're here, and we're living it, and we're supporting these kind of events that are the seeds. This, like what Tom is putting together and what you guys are all putting together, we have no idea what it's going to reach, and I think it's going to be unbelievable. I think it's going to be incredible. I think there's going to be like booked out, like people years ahead of time wanting to be in these retreats, begging for a space because it's just so special. It's a reward. People take a treasure with them. Versus when you go to a great restaurant, it's delicious. Yes, it's delicious. When you leave that place feeling great and maybe learning something. Oh, wild blueberries? Why do you guys use wild blueberries? Oh, happens to be wild blueberries are the single most powerful food in the world. What?
Yeah, right.
All right. Okay, now I'm gonna use wild blueberries. You know, like my parents, they didn't know. I've taught them a lot, and they now love it and they share it. Like I hear my mom and my dad talking about celery juice, and it's awesome. My dad's like, you gotta drink celery juice. Like you make it a habit. I don't like it, but I have it. You know, it's like, oh no, eggs? No, I don't eat eggs like a year ago. And my dad, he's 83. Like, and his like mindset, he's the definition of an old school Colombian dad that just give me like, you know, fried eggs in the morning and give me a corn arepa, you know, and it's like it's beautiful because it's for all of us. It's for all of us to be blessed by. It's all for all of us to take the treasures that Anthony has placed in these books that are given to him by God, like the creator of the cosmos, the one that created this perfect earth that is protected by Jupiter and that has the moon and it has all those things, said, I'm gonna share this information with Anthony and I'm gonna make sure that he creates a revolution in the name of health to counteract the forces of darkness that are present in this system. Nice.
Amen.
You know, we're here.
It's so beautiful. We're so lucky.
And